Hi everyone, Rusty Dog here, and this is a video about making some serious money. At least that's the goal. I haven't personally done this myself yet, but I have watched a video on how to do it. And the video that I watched was by CMDR Rivelus, who has kindly given me permission to reproduce his video, or my version of his video. So thank you to CMDR Rivelus for that. I know he's a subscriber now, so thanks for that as well. And I'm going to put a link to his original video in the video description, so you can watch that as well if you want to, because he might give you some information that I'll miss. I'll try not to miss anything out. So basically it's about making money even if you are a newbie, I suppose, a newcomer, and you want to, well, you don't have to be rich to do this, you know, to have a big, you don't need to be in this Corvette to do it. So let's get started. I'll reveal more about it as we go along. Right, so we're going to need a ship to do the job, because this is going to involve going down to a planetary base or bases and destroying skimmers. So we're going to need a ship that can handle that kind of thing. So I know I have lots of ships. I've got my Cobra. The Cobra was one I was wanting to use actually, because of the class 2 hard points. I thought that would be cool. Asp, I got the Belugas, no good there. Vulture, Fer-de-Lance, Python, all good options, as is the Corvette. But I'm going to buy a brand new ship and kit it out. So let's go for something that can handle these planetary assaults. So I'm going to go with a Sidewinder. Yep, this is going to be on a complete budget. Now I don't remember what CMDR Rivelus's Sidewinder loadout was, but I think I know what I need, and I hope I get that right as well. So we will see. I tend to make mistakes, but that's all the fun, isn't it? Now this video is going to take a while to do. I'm going to have to edit it, because when we get to the system we're going to, I have to go through that laborious process of gaining rep with the minor factions there, so that they'll give me the juicier and more rewarding missions. So I know that in that system I'm currently neutral with all of the factions, so I'm going to have to work a little bit. So obviously I'm not going to be videoing that part, and I don't know how long it'll take me to do that. Depends how much gameplay I put in. So this video is going to probably spread over a few days, and hopefully the end result will work out. Okay, so we've got our little Sidewinder, so let's go into outfitting and kit it out. Now obviously it's a Sidewinder, so no matter what we do to it, we're not going to be spending huge amounts. As you can see, the insurance cost right now is about the same price as a cup of tea. So into the hard points then, and remembering now that the word exchange is the new word for buy. Just makes things easier. So browse, and we want missiles, and we want the dumbfire missile rack. So into the buying options, click exchange, because that's what we want. We're exchanging it with the current pulse lasers, and while that's animating, I'll do the next one. Okay, so now we have two missile racks here, each containing this amount. Ammo clip size 8, ammo maximum 16. Okay. Into the cores, and let's just go A rate on this one. You could probably get away with derating a lot of this to get a more favorable jump range, but you'd probably have to disable the cargo hatch, which you can do. So I'm going to go with the A-rated thrusters. For me, I'm just going to A-rate everything, and I'll just have to jump the 6 jumps it takes to get there. So we're just going to up all this. The life support, we'll try and maximize that with a D, because that way we'll keep the jump range up, because D always being the lightest ranked, is it grade? Yeah, the lightest ranked of all the modules. So power distributor, it basically runs, for those that don't know, you have whatever the weight of A, in this case 130, will be the same in C. B is heavier, D is the lightest, and E is the same as C and A in this case. I don't know if that's the case all the time, but obviously the higher up you go, well, you can see for yourself here the differences in the D's and the A's, but the D is the lightest and will increase your jump range and of course your speed, because your ship will weigh less. But I'm just going to go A. We're not having to travel vast distances to get to the system, so, and once we're there. So let's just do this. Okay, I'm going to stick with this massive fuel tank. I could fit an extra one. I did toy with that idea, but if you fit an extra fuel tank, let's say here, then you have to fill it with fuel, obviously, and that will gain weight. So I'm just going to get rid of my fish. I'm not going to sell it. I'm just going to discard it. I can't be bothered, right? Because I want to get rid of the cargo rack, and I'm going to replace that. Oh, well, let's do shield generator first. Into shield gen. Oops, didn't press the right button. Going too quickly. Shield gen, and I'm going to go. Now you might be able to get away with the bi-weaves here. You will be attacked by skimmers and stingers, but you should be able to get away with the bi-weaves. But I'm going to go for the full thing. Okay, so I am going to sell that. I don't know whether I need it. I don't think so. I've been to this system before, so I don't think I need it. If you want to keep the basic discovery scanner in your class 1, then by all means do so. Now I'm going for a maxed out field scoop. Why? Because it doesn't weigh anything. It has no weight, so it doesn't affect my jump range. And that's it. Shield gen, fuel scoop. Don't need an extra fuel tank because I have this, which is the fastest scoop rate for this particular ship. And I'm going to change the livery. Why not? So there it is, the mercenary livery. You won't be able to see this ship in amongst the grass. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it. As you can see, the insurance cost has rocketed up to the price of probably about 25 or 30 cups of tea now. So you might have to go thirsty for a while. The boost speed we've got pretty good. I think we're okay. I think I'm just going to double check. Shields, scoop. I know I'm going to come away with something missing, but I think I'm okay here. Yeah, all looks okay to me. A 1A power distributor. Isn't that beautiful? But it's such a tiny little ship, this thing. You could go chaff and point defense if you were bothered about being attacked by anything, but again, that's going to add weight. Weight isn't really an issue. It's just it really isn't. It's just I want to keep the jump range down for getting there initially. I could probably buy a chaff and a point defense when I get there, but once I'm there, I don't really need it. So let's stock up on the weapons. Now then, a couple of things you need to know. I probably won't be able to think of them all, but I know one of them. When you go to this system and you start doing these base attacks, these skimmer attacks, you will be wanted locally on that base, and so if you keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it, eventually you'll be unfriendly and then you'll become hostile. I wouldn't worry about that too much, because the bases we're going to are without security, so you should be okay there. But of course there will be fines and whatnot mounting up, or bounties or whatever it is, so be aware of that. Okay, you need to be okay with that. But your fines or your bounties or whatever, they're going to be piddly compared to the money you'll be making. The other stipulation, of course, I've already mentioned, is that you need to spend time getting your rep up. You can't just go there and expect to be given the decent paying missions while you're neutral with these people. You need to get their trust. Maybe you want to take on different missions, in which case you might want to have a, in fact, let's do it. You might want to have a cargo rack in your ship. Why did I come here? I needed outfitting. Still getting used to this new interface. Now again, you can add a couple of cargo racks here because they don't weigh anything, and it gives you mission options as well. So I'm just going to add another one here. It doesn't weigh anything. It only weighs when you fill them up. So right now I'm just going to leave it like this. Now these, you may want to go to this system and then do the skimmer missions to build up the rep, and that would be a good idea. That might be the quickest way to do it. Probably is actually. For me, because I've got such a balance, if they want something like, oh, give us $1 million donation, then I'll do that, just to help, whatever helps my rep going up. I'm definitely going to need to be cordial. Friendly is better, and of course preferably you want to be allied with these factions. Once you're allied with all the factions, you're going to start getting the good missions, and the reason I'm doing this in 2.2 beta 5 is to hopefully show that this particular avenue of making money has not yet been closed off, and hopefully they don't close it off. So don't spread it around too much. Okay, so we're off, and before we go, we need to do one vital thing. That's going to the fire groups and split this up. Okay, because you don't need to fire two at once. You'll only need to fire one missile at a time. So don't waste. Split up your fire groups. Okay. The system we're going to then, it's already marked for me, and as you can see I'm running out of fuel already by the second jump, which is why I got my thing. So now I'm going to use the filter here, and I'm going to use get KGB foam here, which is all the different types of stars, KGBFOAM, KGB foam. And they're all the stars that you can scoop from, and I'm going to tell it to apply that filter to the root, because I don't want to be jumping to any systems that I can't scoop from. Now I think within the bubble I'm going to be fine. Yeah, as you can see, I can K and M, I'm absolutely fine there. So every system I jump in now, yep, that's an A, I can scoop from. But this is always a good thing to start getting into, especially if you're traveling long distances, or like me, you have a ship that can't go very far before it needs a refill. I'm probably going to have to just quickly refill this on every jump I make, but that's okay. Now, the first time I tried outfitting this Sidewinder, it wanted 6 jumps to get to this system, and now I can do it in 5 because I saved a little bit of weight. Okay, so that's where we're going, by the way. On the left, we're going 5 jumps to Naitis, and I'm just going to bring that up on the system map so you can see exactly where we're going to be landing. So in Naitis, in the system map, we're going here to the Okorafor dock. That's the only way I can think of pronouncing that. And that's where we're headed. Okorafor dock in Naitis. I will see you when we're there. Right, we are here at Okorafor dock. Now, before I go any further, the other stipulation I wanted to mention is that apart from being wanted, or getting yourself wanted at these planetary bases after you assault them, and having to pay fines and whatnot, this will involve what I incorrectly call instance swapping. Let me just nip back to the menu here. And there is a better word for this. I had it the other day in my head. Oh, well, it's swapping between open play, a private group, so you just create your own group there. Just go in and, well, not in there, but you have to go into the main menu, create your own group. So you'll have one to go to and solo. So we are going to be swapping between these 3 environment swapping, let's call it, whatever. So yeah, we're going to be doing that. If that's not your style of play, then again, this is probably not for you. The only reason you can sit and wait if you want, sit and wait for the board to refresh. That's up to you, but that's not for me. This is about making money and speed. So, okay, into Starport services then, and we'll see how things begin when we're neutral. So the Wolf 406 Transport and Co are the main faction here. So let's go into the mission board. Now, a thing to bear in mind is we're going to be given missions to take out skimmers on different bases throughout the system. But what you need to know, like this one, this is one we'll take. But you see how it's triple plus here. And I told you that the bases we're going to are non-secure. They don't have any security at all. And that is true. And that is because we can still take this mission, and we only need to go to one of 3 bases, as long as it ties up with the faction that we're going against. Let me just pop in here. So as long as we go to a security-free base belonging to the Kupinuk the Kupinuk Pro-Alliance Union, it doesn't matter if we go to a different base. We'll still get the mission completion. Now, you can see the missions are not paying that much, and that's because we're neutral. So we are going to be mission stacking. So I'm going to take these because the more I can stack, the quicker I can get my rep up. So the 3 systems, let me just accept this first and see if there's any more. So you're basically looking at skimmer destructions in Kupinuk. and this is one of the systems we'll be visiting. So yeah, here we go. You're looking for these, so we'll accept that. Here's another one. Okay, this isn't bad. 645,000 pays you 4 commodities and material. Crown is another one I think we're going to be visiting. And this way I'm taking a mission of each faction, so I'm going to start getting myself I'm already cordial. Oh, I know why I'm cordial, because I donated money to them when they asked me. So if you see any monetary donations and you want to do that to get your rep up a little bit faster, then by all means. There's another one at Lania Prospect. So we're going to be making about 1 million already, which, if you're a newbie, is that a politically correct term? I don't care. So oh, look at this. If I'd only had those other two. I just want to increase my rep. If you want to take, I don't, why are they offering? Oh, of course, it's in the requirements not met. Stupid arse. Okay. Right, so the system we're going to be visiting is obviously Kupinuk. So I'm just going to bring that up here. Hopefully we can see it. There it is. Kupinuk, highlighted of course by the mission icon. And if we take a look at the old system map, boom, boom, boom. Yeah. What the hell, man? Is it going to time out? Well, this is a joy. Where's that crossword I was in the middle of? One down. A word for when a server is really slow. Eight letters, beginning with B, blank, double L, blank, blank S. Yeah. Oh, come on, this is ridiculous. What have we got? Man. Let's try again. What the hell was all that about? Okay, now you'll see some of the mission pointers are telling you go here and go there. In some cases, I believe this one, we probably don't have to. Yeah, this one we do. Crown we do, Zan we don't. You'll see they're both controlled by the same faction. So if we kill the skimmers here, even though the mission tells us to come here, it'll still count. So if we've got a mission here, which it looks like we have, let's say to destroy 6 skimmers, and then there's one here to destroy 6 skimmers, we only need to come here and destroy 6 skimmers, and this one will complete because it's controlled by the same faction. Now that's really good, because that means that we only have to go to bases that don't have any security. And the 3 bases that we need to go to, let me just come out here, are, if I can find them on here. So we've got Burroughs Installation, Lania Prospect, and the one we just looked at, which was Crown Settlement. Okay, so we've got that, and that, and that. So if it's telling you to go to a base that's got security, just look for one of those 3 bases that are controlled by the same faction and go there instead. So let's take a look at what we do have. We've got 1 against the law party of Kupinuk, 2 against the Kupinuk Pro-Alliance Union, and 1 against the law party. Oh, sorry, no, 2 against the law party, 2 against the Pro-Alliance. There we go. So the law party wants us to go to Lania, and I'm assuming this one probably does as well. Yep, so they want 3 skimmers done. They want 2 skimmers done. That should be nice and easy. The amount of skimmers, I presume, are going to... Yeah, they can go up to 6 or 8. So this is why you need to be instant swapping during the mission as well. But look at the material here. 4 modular terminals, and that's great for engineer stuff. The modular terminals I'm just going to have to ditch because I don't have the space for all of them, I don't think. Oh yes, do I? Yeah, I do. But I'm going to have to ditch them anyway, I don't need them. Alright, so let's go and do the first lot. Now this one, Zan, we're not going to go there. We're just going to go to Crown instead. And hopefully it'll complete. So let's go to Lania first. Why would you want to open a galaxy map? I'm already in the same system. Anyway, let's go to the system map, and we'll just go to Lania, which... Oh, I know, of course you do. I'm not in the right... I'm not in Kupinuk, that's why it needs to open the galaxy map. Let's go to Kupinuk, and then we'll take it from there. I think it'll be easier. Okay, so we've got a nice little nippy Sidewinder. Have I plotted the course? I don't think I have I? So there it is. It's only 7 light years away. As you can see, even on my poxy little fuel tank, it doesn't even take half of the first bar. So that's why I didn't, in the end, go for the extra fuel tank. So I'm going to leave the video running while I run through this, and then of course I'm just going to have to rinse and repeat these missions, or any other missions I can manage that are going to be fairly quick, in order to ramp up my reputation. Once I've got my reputation up to the level where I'm getting well-paid missions, then I'll be back. Right, so let's have a look at Lania. I wondered what the hell that was there. So let's lock that in, and it's not far away, so I guess we can just leave the video going. Now this will give me a chance to take a look at a slightly new feature. Well, it is a new feature, but it's a slight difference, and that being that the heading bar now appears during orbital flight instead of coming up after glide. If that doesn't make sense, well, it will. Yeah, once you've finished your glide, you get the heading bar at the top, your little compass thing, so you know where you're going. And now that appears the moment you hit orbital cruise, which I think is obviously a good thing, otherwise they wouldn't have changed it. I've been okay without it, but I think it is a good thing. This looks like it's going to be in the dark. If that number increases from 10, it has, so I'm just going to step on the gas a little bit. There we go. And there it is, there's the heading. 62, 61, 60. Already appeared. And I'm pretty good with that, that's nice. It doesn't clutter up the screen too much. In fact, it makes it look a bit better because it makes the whole thing look more complete somehow. You've got bars going down the side now, your pitch, and you've got your heading across the top, which is very aeroplane-like. Lania, I don't know. Not really fussed about pronunciation, but oh, I think I've dropped out too early. But what I can do to correct that is just make the glide path a little bit shallower until I get to a certain distance. I'm just looking on my left there, the distance to Lania Prospect. I'm going to get it down to about maybe 35 or something, and then I'm going to start bringing it down. So this is my first go doing this, but I don't think it's difficult at all. There's no security here, so... And I'm going to put my ship lights on, just because I can. I almost boosted just then, and I would have realized that I would have needed to pull up really quickly. Wouldn't it be nice to have some more powerful ship lights? You know, ones that could illuminate from about 1 kilometer up. Okay, so we've got our split missiles here. So I think we have to get pretty close to the ground to make these guys appear. Oh, I may have just... No, I'm okay. Okay, so they've appeared now. I'm just going to pull up a little bit because there seems to be 3 of them there. And of course, you don't get anything on your sensors or anything like that. Just want to have a look in my Lania one. So I've got 2 for that one and 3 for that one. So this kill right here.
Mission objective complete. Incoming mission critical message.
I was hoping to get all 3.
Mission objective complete.
Okay, so now we've completed these 2 and we're done. Now we can go to Crown and do the other one, which is 6. And hopefully, if I'm right, or if Commander Rivelus is right, and I'm sure he is, because I saw it on his video, then the Zan one should complete at the same time. So we're done with this. I only stacked 4 missions, but normally I'd be stacking probably the whole 20. And as you can see, we're wanted, and we have bounties. So that's going to happen. Right. Oh, that was... Okay, I got out of that. Yeah, you get 2 boosts on a Sidewinder and then you're out of juice. So these are the well done, good job things. And we have that one. So while we're going up into the stars, let's find Crown, which is right there. You see these 2, but I'm pretty sure we don't need to go to Zan at all. And I don't even know why I'm doing that. I'm nowhere near high enough yet. And as soon as we get out of this planet, I'm hoping the wanted status will go away, and there it is, it's gone. Okay, so now we're off to Crown. I'm just going to keep out of that zone. Okay, I'll be back when we get there. Right, here we are on the approach to Crown Settlement. I think that's enough. I'm going to stay till about 1 megameter.
Orbital flight engaged.
I'm going too quickly. I'm just going to slow this down a little. There we go. I'm still off power because I wanted to regroup there. I thought I was going in a little bit too quick. Okay, let's stick it back into the blue zone and bring her in. I want to be around 50 to 70k out before it hits the glide, and that's just about nice. That's even better. The closer I get before glide kicks in, the better. 26.9. That's going to give us a nice glide through, I think. We might stop around 6 kilometers out. I'm going to kill the power so the ship stops as soon as possible. Yep, told you, 4 or 5 kilometers out. Right, so here we are then. So, engines off and small boosters activated only. Now, I'm not sure which base it is, but one of them is going to give you stingers, so you have to be a bit careful, because they will fire back and stuff. So yeah, but no security here other than the actual skimmers themselves.
Warning, you have entered a trespass zone.
Yes, I know. That's the only way I can get their attention, isn't it? So let's come right in, right in, right in. It might take a little while, but they will come. Oh, I've got a fine. Wow, what do you know? What do I have to do to make you go? There we go, there we go.
Mission
Wow.
objective complete. Incoming mission critical message.
I don't know if I got all of them, but there's another group right there. And there's another one there. Did I get the last one? No. What have I got here? 6. And I've got 5, I think. Yep. So I just need this one other guy. Where's he gone? There he is.
Mission objective complete. Incoming mission critical message.
Okay, and you can see that we've completed the one for Zahn as well. They both got completed, so we're all done. So I only stacked up 4 missions. I didn't do anything else because I just wanted to come here and show you. But of course, from now I'm just going to be stacking as many missions as I can get away with, so I can increase my rep as fast as possible. And once I'm allied, I'm going to start getting missions where they're paying me, say, 1.4 million each, something around that area. And then if you stack up 20 of those, you expect to be paid about 30 to 40 million, which isn't bad considering you're in a little Sidewinder. It's not bad, is it, really?
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
So 40 million to do one jump and destroy a couple of stingers on a couple of planets. That's going to pay more than Sothis, considering I'm not carrying any, you know, I mean that in my ASP when I was carrying 112 tons, I was getting 27 million on a Sothis run. This I'm getting 40 million, and I don't have to trudge 550 light years to get there and 400 light years and make all my deliveries. It's just a lot faster. I think I've just gone past where I need to be. I'm not concentrating. There we go. Oh, can we must be able to jump, because if we're not able to, then it wouldn't have lit up. So
4, 3,
I'll be back when I'm docked.
1. Engage.
Right, here we are then, and we're going to come here and get paid.
Docking request granted.
Now I'm only going to get around, I think, about 1.4 million or something like that I'm going to get from that mission, which is not a huge haul for me, but I'm happy with it for now. Where's the battery? There it is. It's got a light on it now. That's a new thing. The AA battery now looks like a lighthouse. Never used to have a light on it, did it? No, it didn't. It was a flat top, so that's been enhanced. It's funny how I wouldn't never have noticed that if I hadn't made fun of this thing looking like a AA battery before. I wouldn't have noticed it. Or maybe it's just on this station. Anyway, so let's pop in here. I do love this Sidewinder's maneuverability. It's probably a ship I should keep in my fleet, because just because it's a little Sidewinder. It's like owning a Fiat 500 or a Mini. You have it for cuteness value, I suppose. Right. So let's go in and get paid. Let's see how much money I've got and how much I'm going to end up with. So let's refuel and restock. Obviously, we're probably going to, as we stack more missions, we're going to need to use a couple of more missiles, because we'll be visiting probably 3 different places instead of 2. Okay, so let's forget the billion for now. Okay, so we've got 5.9 million. So into the mission board then. There should be another section, shouldn't they? Payments. There's a lot of delays in Elite these days, especially with the galaxy map. And also I've noticed things like the moment you launch Elite for the first time and go into the game, when you press escape, nothing happens for a while. So now this icon's changed as well, hasn't it? You see, it's climbed up a bit, but I really needed I really should have stacked more missions. Okay, so yeah, 1.1 million. I think, is that everything? Yeah, that's everything handed in. 1.1 million. And that's for 4 missions. And that's at neutral. So I'm going to just start stacking these up now. I'm just going to keep stacking them. I'm not bothered about what they pay. I'm bothered about the rep, basically. Yeah, so I'm going to stack those up, and then I'll be back, and then we'll wrap the video up. Okay, so I'll see you in a little while. Okay, well, some not so great news then. It appears after all that Frontier have now got on top of this environment swapping or instance swapping ritual, and it seems like we have to wait for the BBs, I was going to say bulletin board, but the mission board to refresh now. The mission board in open and private groups are the same. The solo one is different, but all you can do now, it seems, is go into open, pick up missions from there. Private group should be the same, but you can try it anyway. Then go into solo, pick up any missions from there, and then you're going to have to wait, because I've been swapping from all sorts of different things, and it really not interested. I'm not even going to go into here. Now I'm already 1 million down, and I haven't been anywhere, because one of the missions was to donate 1 million to the cause. So I did that, because I know that on these missions I'm going to recoup that money back. but it's also had the effect of taking me straight into cordial. So now I'm cordial with 2 of the factions. But this issue with the instant swapping looks like it's been nerfed. It doesn't change anything except for the fact that it slows things down. Yeah, this is the same as it was, and the problem is that the board doesn't refresh that often. I don't know whether it's going to change if I come out of Elite altogether and go back in, maybe log on to a different server. But I'm seeing this 13130313 or the same missions in solo every time now. So that's kind of put a dampener on this, really. As you can see, I'm cordial here now with these 2 and these 3, so making some progress. Oh, I'm cordial there as well. Oh, okay. So maybe that 1 million looks like. Let's have a look on the message board and see if, not the message board, but my comms message thing. Now that with the Naitis values party, it changed. It seems that doing those first set of missions was enough to go cordial then on all of them. I haven't got any from here, but who needs the purple boys? It sounds like some kind of weird galactic boy band anyway. So cordial, 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 cordial. Yeah. And I see missions for the same type paying more, up to almost 1 million, that I can't take because I need to be friendly. So it's a question of how long do you want to wait. I mean, if you know you can make, I've already stacked 6 missions. If you have to wait here on the mission board an hour while the mission board refreshes twice more, knowing you can make, you know, once you're allied, of course, that you can make 35 million, 35, 40 million maybe, then it's still kind of worth it. What the pain is going to be is this part, is waiting for the board to refresh while you're, you know, ranking up. Obviously they don't want you ranking up so quickly. See, this hasn't changed, look. Can you imagine me doing this in the Sidewinder with some dumbfire missiles? That'll be fun. See, there's none. It might be an idea then to come down here in a bigger ship. Well, not a big ship because it's a platform, but maybe the Python. So I can come down here and maybe add some dumbfire missiles onto the Python. Maybe I only need 1 set, and then I can do the Kupinuk missions as well as these Pirate Lord missions. I can do these in the meantime, so at least I'm increasing my rep while the bulletin board is refreshing. So I could pick these 2 and go off and do these in the Python, and then once I'm done, I can either stay with the Python, and when I say done, I mean once I'm friendly or allied. Once I've got my rep to where I want it, I can just go back and come back in a Sidewinder, or just stay with the Python or whatever. But the reason for bringing the Sidewinder is just to show that you can do it in a Sidewinder. The issue, of course, is that the Sidewinder is not really good enough to take on these missions. However, if I wanted to... Oh, no, I can't. There's no shipyard here. I was going to suggest looking at the cost of bringing the ship down here. from Shinrata, bringing one of my ships over, transferring it over, but there is no... Oh, these are the two modules. But there is no shipyard, so I can't do that. That's a shame. It'd be interesting to see the costs, though. Be something to look at while I'm waiting for the mission board to refresh. Let me just pop into the system map and see if anywhere else... Oh yeah, I'm sure it offers it here. I'm just going to quickly go there. And it'll also let me know if I can pick up some Kupinuk missions from there as well. So I'm going to go there and I'll be right back. So here we are at Ford Dock in the same system, Naitis. So it's not that I'm going to transfer a ship here necessarily, but I do want to have a look and see what costs there are. But before I do that, I'm going to check the mission board. See if I can pull some missions from here as well. Now I can do this, donate another 1 million, because this is the faction that controls the other place as well, so it's going to increase my thing. So here, have 1 million. Now I'm expecting that bar to just shoot up for 1 million. And as you can see, there are missions available. I don't mean available on the mission board, but you can get them from here as well. So if you're prepared to go the 2,000 light seconds between the two stations, you can come here as well. But you can see the increase here just in friendly. And then once you get allied, which is here, it'll go up over 1 million. So there we go, we can do that. But obviously the destination's different, so let's have a look. Of the wolf. Yeah, I'm not going to touch anything here. That might be going against missions I'm getting from these people. No, it's going to different places. I'm not going to touch these. Alright, let's have a look at ship transfer then. And take a look at costs and stuff. So if I wanted to bring the Python down here, 3.6 million, and it'll be here in 15 minutes. That's expensive. It's only 62 light years. But it is kitted out to do all the missions really well. The Corvette, 9 million. The Python's a very good mission board ship. You know, for killing pirate lords, taking cargo, stuff like that, just to quickly get the rep up. Because once the reps are allied for all the factions, I think it's not going to be too much of an issue to wait for the mission board to refresh every 20 minutes. Because if it does refresh on time, then it'll at least be doing it 3 times an hour. And if you can wait an hour to stack hopefully 20 missions, if you can get 20 missions in 3 refreshes. If not, I got 6 on the first one, so if I can get 18 missions, I will probably get about 35 million. It'll take me maybe, I don't know, let's say another hour to do the mission. So 2 hours to make 35 million. It's still kind of worth it. Especially if you are newish to the game and you've got a small ship and you just want to fit a couple of dumbfire missiles to it and come out here. It's kind of good money. But again, you have to go through that phase of getting your reputation up. Of course, if I bring the Python down here, it means I've got to pay to get it transferred back later, or fly the Python back to Shinrata and then pay to have the Sidewinder transferred back, or leave it here. So this isn't too big a deal. to do this. $15 minutes. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's have the whole thing brought down here. Transfer this ship to the current station. Do it. Okay, so my Python's on its way. So I'll wait for that to happen. And then yeah, that's it. So I'll be back at some point later on, and we'll see where we are then. Okay guys, so that's essentially part 1 for now. So thanks for watching. Bye. Right, so here I am back at Okura dock, this time in the Python, which I, out of pure laziness, paid to have it transported down here, so that's knocked the money back a little bit. I'm just slightly over $1 billion now. Doesn't matter in the beta obviously, but I still want to make that money back. So what I'm going to do, because I've already got some missions piled up here, is I'm going to try and get a few more and then go out there. I've already re-outfitted the ship. Let's have a look. I've now got the 3 pulse lasers, and now I've just added the 2 missile racks. Now previous to putting the 2 missile racks on, I had 2 multi-cannons which were modded by the engineers. Thanks to the new feature, those are now in storage, so I don't lose them. So I can put these missile racks on, and when I'm ready to go back to my multi-cannons, my modded multi-cannons, I can put them back on the ship as they were. Very, very nice. Into the mission board then, and let's see if it's changed. It should have done. It's had a lot of time. If it hasn't changed now, I'm going to be really frustrated and annoyed. Yeah, it's changed, but that's still here. Okay. Now look at this. Look at the prices, they've gone up now. And this is a destruction of Wolf. Isn't that gonna pay off these people? That's gonna knock my reputation down with those guys. Spin rad. You know, I'm not so sure about taking that one on. This one I will. Spin rad, let's have a look. If it's not owned by any of the ones that wrong system. This really shouldn't be here unless my mouse is actually on the actual star. It's getting in the way. So the 3 ones that I want to visit or always come to is Burrows, which is on here, which is social Kupinuk free. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work out. Larnier, which I know is not. Sometimes the scroll into the surface works, sometimes it doesn't. That's the Law Party. And the other one I don't even have to look at, because I know that it's the Pro-Alliance. So I'm not going to take this one on, because that's destroying skimmers that belong to Wolf 406, and they're one of the people I'm trying to get nice and friendly with. So that one's just going to have to not happen. What a weird way of constructing a sentence that was. That's just going to have to not happen. Why do we talk like this these days? Is this something that's come from America? So I need you to. Okay, I could do these, but I'm just gonna... Now, I'm in solo, but I believe I can switch into open or private group and get a different menu. Mission board, different mission board. So I can change within these two environments, but they're going to stay like this until the next refresh. It'd be nice to have a little wait, a little asterisk here to show you that the board's refreshed since the last time you looked at it. Oh, there's new items on the board, because otherwise it's just guesswork. Now I'm going to keep doing these donation missions because, well, because it's a quick and easy way to up my reputation, and I know I'm going to be reaping the benefits of that later on, so I actually don't mind doing that. And if I don't reap the benefits later on, I mean, look at this, paying nearly $1 million already. If I don't reap the benefits later on, then because I'm sick of the instant swapping not working or whatever, then it doesn't matter, because again, I'm in beta. See, here we go. Look, when you're friendly, look how the missions have gone up now. 1.7 million to do the same mission. Take out 9 skimmers. I'm hoping they haven't nerfed that, where you have say 6 skimmers. In fact, I've already tried it, haven't I? Yeah, you nerf. You kill 6 skimmers, and then you change your environment from solo to group or whatever, and then the skimmers reappear again. I'm hoping that's not changed. Right, so if I come out of here and go back in, I'll see my new status since I did those donations. There you go. It's gone up a little there. So we are cordial with all of them. That didn't take too long, apart from this one. I haven't done any missions for this guy. But now that I'm in the Python, if I want to do these missions just to pass the time while I'm waiting for the mission board to refresh, I can do those. That's what I brought the Python for, because the mission board now isn't going to refresh for a while, and the missions that I have waiting, the skimmer missions, don't involve cargo, so they're not taking up any weight or anything, cargo space or weight. So deliver 12 units of food cartridges. I could just quickly go there, come back, stack a couple of more missions. How many have I got now then? I might just do these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is that's not a lot, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I had 6 before, but this is going to pay a fair chunk of money. It's going to pay a fair handful of million credits, which isn't bad. I'm down to 682,000 before falling under $1 billion. So you'll see now, if I go back to solo, I'm not too fussed that this environment swapping's been nerfed, because I suppose it needed to happen. And the disappointment that I can't do it is less than my relief that nobody else can do it either. So not everybody else is exploiting that. And it kind of means that they didn't have to nerf Sothis. They could have still offered the long haulage missions. They could have still done it, because now that the bulletin board refresh isn't working anymore, they could have still put those out there and just said, well, take what's on the board and go and deliver those, or wait. Yeah, you see that everything's the same. There's that mission. Nothing's changed. So these delivery missions, they don't pay much, but that's not the point. It's that they up your reputation. And look, these two are going to the same place, so I'm going to take these. And it involves it involves getting interdicted. So I'm okay with that. Industry needs, I'm not bothered about. Ooh, how did I miss that one? How did I miss that one? Alright, and this one, deliver again to Vamlook. So these deliver, they're all going to the same place. They've all got this, which means expect some action. But I've got 3 medium pulse lasers overcharged and 2 sets of dumbfire missiles. So yeah, I will inflict damage on you if you try and no, this one isn't going to BAM, but I could do with raising my rep with these people, but I'm not sure these people offer skimmer missions in the first place. And this guy looks decidedly dodgy. No, you're going to have to offer me something better than that. So I'm going to go to VAM right now. And I'm going to deliver those. Let's quickly get into the system map. This is where you need it to be kind of fast. Okay, so it's 27,000 light seconds away, but that's okay. That gives us... What happened there? That gives us plenty of time to go there, come back, and we know we're going to have a refreshed board. So, all good. So I'm going to deliver these. There's obviously going to be some action between now and then, so let's stay on board. Let's see what happens. So this should be interesting then. I'm actually in the wrong fire group. There we go.
4, 3.
I was in the fire group for the planetary assaults. So that's kind of handy that those missions to VAM are there, the delivery missions to there, because that will kill time and you're still earning rep while you're waiting for the bulletin board to refresh, and it's doing this is better than sitting around waiting.
Mission critical message.
Oh god, here we go. I wonder if that bug's still in there. You know, can you deliver them within 0 minutes, 0 seconds? And the answer is decidedly no. Let's see what it is. Okay, so they're going to pay me an extra 112 if I can get it done in 13 hours and 30 minutes. Optional time left. We'd like to bring the delivery window forward, and if you can make it, then there will be a bonus for you. Well, I reckon I can get there in the next 13 hours. Yeah. I keep pressing the wrong key for that. So, the more I gather up speed here, the less chance I'm going to be interdicted. Well, I'm not going to put you through this one, so I'll be back when there's something to come back to. Right, so here we are, coming into Labrador Base, and although the missions were all coming to VAM, there are different destinations within here. I think they all seem to be on the same planet. I'll find out. I'll find that out for sure the moment I get a chance. Look at that nice big crater. Well, canyon there, not crater. Kind of a nice surface, this one. Now remember, Rusty, don't shoot. This is not a skimmer mission. So I've got to deliver here, here and here, all on the same planet. And that's it.
Beware of local gravitational conditions when approaching this facility, Commander.
I
Fly
will.
safely.
Oh, thank you very much. And it's 0.13 gravity, so not too much to worry about. And there's a beluga liner.
Access granted. Cleared for landing on docking bay 10.
I think I just need the one boost to get me there. Some nice graphics going on here, I have to say, on this planet surface. Even down to the amount of brightness that we have here.
Maintain current rate of descent. Prep for arrival.
You're a bit late there, lad. There's that beluga that we spotted on the sensors before.
Landing complete. Clear to disembark. Welcome to the port, Commander.
Thanks. It looks like its rear wings have come down, even though it's not going into a mail slot. Why did that come up? Why has that come up as a Coriolis starport? Right, let's get this mission handed in and get some rep. So we just delivered some food. I've had no incidents with any ships or anything. Superpower rep, wow. That's always good. Just seeing if there's any factions here that are on the other place, but there isn't. That are in Naitis, but there isn't. Okay, so we've done that. So I'm just going to move on to the next base, which isn't far away, actually. Sorry, I'm not even going to say what I was thinking there. Right, so launching, and we are off to the side somewhere. We're over there now. Well, we're somewhere.
Detach confirmed. Clear for ascent.
So we're just... yeah, there it is. So we're going to have to go up and super cruise it. I'll be back. Well, it made it into the game. The traffic controller there just said, "You are now leaving the port 07, Commander." 07. It made it in. The famous salute. Well, why not? If 07 is the thing, shouldn't it be Commander? It used to be Commander 007 and Commander Bond 007, and now it's just 07 Commander. Oh, I'm going too quick. And I pressed the wrong button in a panic. Yes, because I wanted to press these stop engines, and I have my cancel supercruise button right next door. So that didn't help. I'm going to go back the other way because I'm too close. I'll be back when I'm landed then. Right, so I've handed that mission in, and I just want to make clear that this guy here is no relation, and yeah, he's only a captain anyway. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to deliver the last mission, and then I will join you back at Naitis. Right, okay, so we have arrived back here now. Now let's check the mission board, the mission board. I don't have a lot of time now. Okay, so we've got this one, Phillips Gateway. Kupinok. Social Kupinok free. I think that's okay to do, isn't it? Social Kupinok free. Yeah, I think it is. Have a quick look here. At least we know it's not going to go anywhere. Social Kupinok free. I think. Oh, keep doing that. It's not this system. It's this one. Social Kupinok free. I think that is Burrows. I'm not sure, but I think it is. Come on. Oh, I'm still scrolling and it doesn't go in. Hate it. Social Kupinok free. So we can go to Burrows, which has got no security on it, instead of going to Phillips Gateway. So we can take that mission. As I said, you only need to go to Lania, Burrows and Crown. That's all you need to do. That I'm not taking. That's that mission that was here before. Ooh, hello. I can take both of these. That's another 800,000. So, yeah, I mean, okay, so I had to do some missions, you know, in between. But I think once we make friendly, if we can maybe find some missions that we can't have. No, not here. Once we get to friendly, I think we're already in a position where we're going to be picking up missions that are paying, you know, hopefully somewhere around the 1.4 million or above. And then we can start making the serious dosh. Dinero. Spondulix. Call it what you will. Credits sounds good. So we'll try here in this environment and see what happens. And I might just take these missions because I've got literally 35 minutes remaining before I have to leave Elite and go do something else. So hopefully there'll be a few more missions here. I've probably got about 10 or 11 now. I think probably 11 stacked up. And that'll do for tonight anyway. See again, look, these are great for increasing rep. What is the rep anyway? Medium, you see? It's worth it. It's worth it to just bank these and take them anyway. What's the timeline on this? A day. So I could pick these up and do them tomorrow. Because it all helps. But I don't want to take them yet because I need my missions stacked up with the skimmers. Oh, look at that one. I can't take it because it's against one of the factions here. 1 million. And that's just on the cordial level. That's a shame. So I suppose I could deliver these two, but you know, yeah, it is laborious. You just gotta soak it up. There's another delivery to VAM. So that's 3. This one's going to a starport. So I'm going to accept the VAM ones as well because I want them in the bank. Because while I'm waiting for bulletin boards and stuff, they're gonna
at maximum capacity.
They're gonna come in very handy. Wow, how much did they want me to take? Oh, okay. Is that for a mission? It must be. I got rid of all my cargo from before. Food, food, food. Oh, I know what it is. The HN shock mounts are what I just got paid for completing a previous mission. Let's get rid of those. Mission board. Let's pop in and see if anything's slightly changed because I've now got cargo. Yep, I can afford to do that. So we're getting there. We're absolutely getting there. And once we get to friendly, well, we should start seeing some decent missions coming. That's a shame I couldn't do that one. You can do it, but while you'll gain rep with these guys, you're going to lose rep with these guys. And I don't want to lose rep. I think I'm going to go and... Actually, I don't have to clear these right now. I've got 2 days to do this. So I'm going to leave all of this for tomorrow. Alright, yeah, that's me, I think. So, this is what you do. Again, you can, if you don't want to do these interim missions to VAM, then don't bring it. Then you can bring a Sidewinder, and you can just stack up these Kupinuk missions. And yeah, if you're prepared to wait, you can do that. I have the Python down here, so I can do those missions, so I can do something in the meantime. And not just that, but it earns me rep while I'm doing it, which is the whole idea. Right, so I think that definitely wraps it up. I don't think you guys need any more to go on, really. It's just basically take skimmer missions for Kupinok Free, Pro Alliance, and Law Party. The social Kupinok Free, Kupinok Pro Alliance Union, and the Law Party of Kupinuk. Once you just take those, don't do any missions against anybody else, and then all you need to do is go to whatever whatever base these factions belong to, whether it's Larnia, Burrows or Crown. Even if it doesn't say it, like Phillips, we know that Burrows is the one to go to for that. Pro Alliance, Zahn, we know that I think Crown is the one for that one, isn't it? That says Zahn as well. Zahn as well. Crown, yeah. So go to Crown and it'll complete all the ones for Zahn as well, and then the other ones are for Larnia, and they'll all complete and you're done. And then you just keep doing that and making your money that way. And once you get friendly or cordial, you're going to start making some serious money. You're going to have to wait now to stack your missions. You are going to have to wait, even if it's a couple of hours. Couple of hours to stack, or maybe 1.5 hours to stack, an hour to do the missions, if that. You could probably do it in half an hour, 45 minutes really. So if you budget, say, 2.5 to 3 hours, sounds a lot, but if you're coming back with, you know, 30, 35 up to 40 million, there you go. I'm just putting that out there as an alternative to the now nerfed Sothis and Seos and Robigo stuff. Okay guys, so I hope that's been helpful, and again, thanks to Commander Rivelus for showing us this originally, and I wanted to do this for myself, so I just asked him if I could put it out on a video, and he said it was okay to do that. He didn't mind. So yeah, this is it, and enjoy your money making, and go and buy some nice ships. Catch you next time. Bye bye.